Hello everybody. Today I will be demonstrating how my students can design their project for Unit 8 in Site 1010. You will begin by opening up Microsoft Word and going to a blank document. Once you do that, you may click on Insert and we're going to design a table. If you'll recall, the instructions state that you need to have 4 columns in your table or chart. So I will go down and choose such. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, you're actually going to give information for 10 disorders, but for this example, we'll just make our columns be a 4 by 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means we now have 4 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, with 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you'll notice, there are different options at the top that we can choose if we want to change out the format for this table. Some are quite fancy, some are very colorful, but all can enhance the aesthetic appeal. For demonstration purposes, I will just choose the plain document for now. Now, if you'll notice, the first column should be titled Disorder. You may use the Tab button to progress to the next title, which should be Classification. The next title should be Symptoms. And finally, treatment options. Please note that you can always click on the Tab button to advance to the next column in your chart. The first example that I gave you was PTSD. If you look at the example, I told you that PTSD can be classified as an anxiety disorder. This information was found in our text by Wade and Tavris, so you should always give credit to where credit is due. Next, you should read in your textbook to find the symptoms that one would display if they were suffering from such a disorder. Always give credit to your source. Then in the last column, we need to give the treatment options. Once again, you need to state where you found your information. You would progress so on and so forth throughout the rest of your chart by providing the various disorders that I assigned. OCD, social phobia, and so forth. Once you've finished the chart completely, now it's time to decide if you want to change the aesthetic appeal. You can highlight the entire chart and you may disregard these tips, and go to the Home button to change the font. Let's see what Myandra 12 looks like. It increases the font size, which makes it a little easier for your reader to see. I think I'll choose that option. For our purposes, I'm going to leave my chart simple so that the reader, meaning the Professor Braddock, can easily see your information. I will go back and highlight the first column and bold this information just so that it'll stand out as my title headings. Do not forget that once you complete all of the information in your chart, you should always give a reference section. So I will type references. This should be centered on your page. Once you do that, hit enter and go back to your left margin. And if you'll recall, I already gave you the reference information for the textbook, so you can simply copy and paste that information on your page. Remember, it's always good to remain consistent with your font. So let's go back and make this be Myandra 12 as well. If you'll notice, we now have 2 lines for this source. So therefore, we need to format this to meet APA regulations. So we'll format by clicking on Paragraph and giving a hanging indent. Once we have done that, you make sure that you list your other source as well. Remember, your sources should be listed in alphabetical order, so your second source will either go before Wade and Tavris or after. It's according to your alphabetical order. Once you do this, make sure you completely check everything, save your document as instructed, and let me know if you have any questions. This concludes your presentation. I look forward to seeing your project. Thanks.